a right angle triangle ABC when the hypotenuse and the length of one side are given. The hypotenuse AC be 100 millimeters long and the side BC be 40 millimeters long. So the first thing we need to do is to establish a baseline onto the centermost part of our joint area. We then set off the given hypotenuse, in this case is 100 millimeters. I'll use my set square, establish a point, and 100. Once I've established that length, I need to use now my compass to bisect. I'll select at this point, open a little bit more than or greater than half, and then open greater, and then scribe an arc above, one below, using the same radius, reposition, and I set here 0.2, and I scribe an intersecting arc to the top and one below. Gives me 0.1, 0.2, which I need to join now with the aid of a set square. There you go. So this line has been bisected. So if I measure from here to here, then I should get half as much, which is 50 millimeters. Let me check. And there we have that it is 50 millimeters bisection of a line, right? Basic construction. So now, having identified half of that 100, I need to set my compass here at the center. That point should be called O, which I will label later. Open to the radius, which is the 50, and now I want to draw a complete circle. Remember, this is not drawn as a dark line, this is construction line there. So this is for the construction of this triangle. From here to here is one side of the triangle already. The hypotenuse is given, so we need to now determine where we want to construct the triangle. If I select here on the upper half or the lower half, in this case I will select the upper half to construct. Remember, now in the instruction, one side of the triangle other than the hypotenuse is given, which is 40. So I need now to set my compass to 40 millimeter. Accuracy is very important, so I set off, as you can appreciate, I open at 40 millimeters, exactly 40 millimeters. We cannot go more than that. So 40 millimeters now. I will select this point, I will set my compass there, and with that radius 40, I will scribe an arc onto this portion of the circle. Scribe, and there we have 1, 2, and it's all a matter of simply joining this point with this to obtain the required triangle. So I'll use construction lines to get second and the third side. So we have 1, 1, 2, 3, and that is the required triangle given the length of the hypotenuse. The last thing to do to complete the figure is to darken. Important to rotate the pencil as you darken. This is going to wear the pencil evenly. I will now need to proceed on to the leaving portion. I will give a space here, and then I will set 5 millimeters for the guideline. Here as well, I'll leave a small space, and then I will set a 5 millimeter, and likewise here, okay, at the center as well. So a given distance, and then I set up 5 millimeters here to the top. I just select at random any given distance. Ruler, your set square, that is first line, second line, here we have label A, this as shared before, O, which is the center, this point C, and this point here is B. Subtopic at the base as before. I don't want to interfere with this area, so I'll set at a given distance, appropriate distance, 5 millimeters, and then another 5 millimeters. It is important that you practice first before you submit any drawing. You practice, and then you should get better at the drafting, and you are going to gain the skills, the practical ability, the technique to be faster when you draw, and of course having into consideration the level of accuracy. Accuracy is very important when it comes to technical drawing. So this is a right, right angled triangle, given the hypotenuse. And one side. I know, a very long subtopic. There we go. Thank you very much.